Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? Yeah, it's your boy, man. Cali Dre in the motherfucking building, man. Welcome to the remix with Cali Dre. Shout out to everybody, man, that's tapping in with me, man. Shout out to everybody that's supporting the channel. Shout out to everybody that's supporting the platform. I really appreciate y'all, the messages, all the comments. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's definitely, giving me a lot of motivation to really bring y'all this good information. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and to all you haters out there, you know what I mean? Hey, please feel free to hate on me. You know what I'm saying? Read the bottom of the screen. You feel me? But yeah, man, I got a great show planned for y'all today, man. Got a bunch of stories I want to cover. So, y'all sit back, relax, pull up a little bit, roll up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And rock with me, man. I'm going to take y'all through the country, take y'all through the globe, let y'all know what's going on. And, yeah, man, we going to get right to it, man. I'm not even finna waste no time. I'm not even finna play no motherfucking games with this shit, bro. We finna get right to it, man. So, my intro right now, I am working on it. I still haven't figured out why when I upload it to the stage on StreamYard, it starts to give me some distortion. So any of y'all Geek Squatters, any of y'all StreamYard techs, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what the problem is with my situation, man, because yeah, I want to play my intro. You know what I mean? I actually created it on CapCut, man. I thought it was dope. You know what I mean? A bunch of videos of me, you know what I mean? And out in the streets wiggling around out here in California, man. And, yeah, I would like to play my intro, man. So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all got some ideas on that, let me know. I got a couple ideas as well. I didn't get a chance to test them out today, but I'm gonna test them out a little later, man. But yeah, I definitely appreciate y'all getting to it with me, man. And I'm not even finna waste no motherfucking time with this, man. We finna get straight into this thing, man. And so since I don't got my intro, you know what I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and let OG do his motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and let OG take the intro and let him rock the show for the beginning of this shit, like I always do about this motherfucking time, man. Salute to OG, man. Vietnam veteran puts ICE agents to shame. You know what I'm saying? I love this motherfucking video, bruh. It's my motherfucking hero right here, bruh. It's my motherfucking hero right here, bruh. Let's get to it.
Bunch of bitches.
Right here.
You heard it from me.
White supremacists are
That's right.
brown people.
I hope you can see through those thick-ass glasses that you fucked up. You stand there and sanction this bullshit, and they kill a woman. They're ruining businesses that have been here for generations. They're fucking up this community. You can go home safe, but no, you're here to terrorize this city.
Let's go.
A bunch of bitches if I've ever seen a bunch.
Let's go.
And I'm telling you to your face. And if you don't like it, fuck you.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, OG is not fucking around, and I'm not fucking around, man. OG ain't playing no motherfucking games, and I'm not playing no motherfucking games with this shit, man. We finna get right to it, man. Check this out. So, yeah, so many things that's been going on. So many stories I want to tap in with, but let's go. Let me see how we want to do this, man. Get the likes up first and foremost. Get the cash apps up. Get the subscribes up for your boy. You know what I'm saying? That really helps me in the algorithm, helps the show reach more people. So I definitely would appreciate y'all if y'all was able to do that. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get right to it, man. So yeah, I had a story I covered a couple of days ago, man. And I thought it was some AI bullshit. And then as I dug a little deeper, I found out it was real, man. So we covered a story a couple of days ago about a 500-pound bear. I think it was a black bear living up under some motherfucking home in Altadena. So they actually got the bear out of that residence. And they thought it was over. They thought this shit was over. They thought it was a motherfucking game. Well, guess what? The bear then came back. The bear then came back to the same block, and it took up residency in some other motherfucker's house. So let's tap in with the black bear that's just squatting and taking up residency wherever the fuck he want to in Altadena, man. Let's go.
A bear has made itself comfortable under a home in Altadena and shows no signs of leaving anytime soon.
And it is unclear if this is the same bear that was living under a home in the same neighborhood and stayed there for 6 weeks. KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang live in Altadena with some details for us. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, yes, an Altadena resident called KTLA and told us that his family discovered a bear underneath their home. Take a look at this video.
Where did he go?
Video shows a bear.
Video shows the bear sleeping under somebody else's motherfucking home. So we just covered a story a couple of days ago of a 500-pound black bear sleeping up under a man's home in Altadena, California for about a month and a half. They raised him up out of that residence, and it looked like either he done came back or one of his partners then came back. They like this block. They think this block on Altadena sweet because they just pulling up. The bears is just pulling up, squatting wherever the fuck they want to, not paying no rent, stanking up the whole joint, and then getting on the fuck about their business, man. Another bear found under an Altadena home, man. You can't make this shit up, man. Get the likes up. Get the cash apps up. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Let's go.
Tucked away in a back corner of a crawl space underneath their home. He believes the bear has been there about 4 to 5 days. Now, the family says they don't want the attention and asked us not to reveal their address. This is a neighborhood near Altadena and Midwick Drives. This is less than half a mile from
So wait a minute.
a home that you may remember.
So wait a minute. The residents asked the news people not to give out their information on where their residence is. And not 1 second after the lady reads that off, she begins to give up the cross streets of where their residence is. I'll be damned, bro.
Asked us not to reveal their address. This is a neighborhood near Altadena and Midwick Drives. This is less than half a mile from a home that you may remember.
So this was the other story. This was the first story that I covered a couple of days ago about the bear that was living under the crawl space of an Altadena home. We covered this about a couple of days ago. I don't even know if anybody else brought this to you, man. This is all exclusive footage right here from your boy Kelly Drake, man. Get the likes up, get the cash apps up, man. Subscribe to the channel. But we covered this story right here exclusively, you know what I'm saying? And then in our coverage of this story, we found out, hey, they didn't raise the bear up out of this Altadena residence. We thought it was over. Psh, nah, bruh. Nah, the bear ain't having it. The bear then came back to another residence and set up shop. Let's go.
Where did he go?
Video shows a bear tucked away in a back corner of a crawl space underneath their home. He believes the bear has been there about 4 to 5 days. Now, the family says they don't want the attention and asked us not to reveal their address. This is a neighborhood near Altadena and Midwick Drives. This is less than half a mile from a home that you may remember.
So this is the first story we covered. This is the first story we covered of a bear living under the man's home for a month and a half.
This bear, believed to be about 500 pounds, moved into a crawl space underneath a house on Altadena Drive around Thanksgiving. Now, the homeowner and state wildlife officials, as you may remember, tried to lure the bear out for weeks using various methods, including air horns, paintball guns, and scents, but the efforts were unsuccessful. The homeowner said the bear caused some damage around a gas line under his home. Now, the homeowner said it wasn't until after Christmas that a nonprofit called Bear League from Northern California offered to help. They used paintball guns to chase the bear away, and the homeowner put an electrified mat over the opening, and when the bear tried to return to the crawl space, the small shock scared it away. It's not.
Yo, this bear's not fucking around, bruh. He said, hey, y'all gonna lock me out of one spot? I'm gonna go right down the street to your neighbors and post up at their motherfucking house, man. Let's go.
Not clear if this is the same bear that was found underneath this home recently. We spoke with an Altadena resident who said years ago she came face to face with a bear on her property.
Do we need to close up the...
Let me know, man, out here in LA, Altadena. If you in the Altadena area, man, shoot me a comment, send me a message in the back chat. What the fuck is going on in Altadena, bro? Why y'all attracting all them bears out? Is that bear country out there, bro? Let me know, bro. It's been a lot of bear activity out in Altadena recently, man.
Crawl space. Who are you going to do? Grab the bear and tell them to get out? I mean, they're gigantic and they're very strong.
That's Deborah Wilson. She said that she has been following the story after hearing about the bear underneath that home for weeks. Her family closed up the crawl space underneath their home, and she says that is necessary in this area where wildlife sightings are common.
Okay, as you can see, it's pretty foresty over there. You know what I mean? A lot of wildlife sightings, but we thought it was a motherfucking joke, man. The first story we covered with a 500-pound bear, we thought was some AI. I thought it was some AI for sure, but it turns out it was real, bro. And not only did the bear, you know, after they raised him up out the first residence, not only did he say ha, but he said, you know what? Your neighbor house look kind of sweet too. We gonna go over there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take up residency right over in this motherfucker. I ain't leaving this block. Hell nah, this block sweet, man. We listen. It's a lot. Listen, bro. So there it is with that story, bro. I guess we gonna stay tapped in with it. We gonna see if the bear finds another home. I mean, at a certain point, I would think that, you know what I mean, the PETA or the animal rights people would get involved and, you know, try to you know, keep the bear away from like the regular population. You know what I mean? But you never know, man. It seemed like they just letting bears run wild out there in Altadena, man. So yeah, I guess we're gonna stay tapped in with that, man. We're gonna move on to the next story, though. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Get the likes up, get the comments up. You know what I'm saying? Let me know where you tapping in from, what city, what state, you know what I mean, what country, what borough, what island, you know what I mean, what project, you know what I mean. Let me know, you know what I'm saying. It's the remix with Cali Dre. And I got another story I want to cover for y'all, man. So this story came across my timeline, man. I thought it was real dope, man. I thought it was real inspiring. You know what I mean? It says man rescues toddlers actually wandering in a busy A1A traffic in Brevard County. So let's check in with this story, man, and see what's going on. I think we done found ourselves a hero for the day, and I think it's this brother right here, man. Shit, I mean, this is some heroic type shit right here, man. Get the likes up.
First tonight, the video you will only see on West 2 showing two toddlers walking across.
Let me know if y'all can hear the video.
In Brevard County. This is a dangerous road that has seen several deadly accidents involving vehicles and pedestrians.
But one man saw what was happening and managed to get the kids to safety. West 2's Gail Pascal Brown is here with the exclusive interview. Gail.
Yeah.
So as you can see in the beginning of this commentary here, that there is a man that is stopping traffic. He's over here stopping traffic. Got both his hands out trying to stop oncoming traffic. Look like it's a car traveling in the direction of these two young kids. There's two kids right here. There's one little one right here, and then there's one little one right here. Let me know if y'all are able to hear the video or not. Get the likes up, get the comments up. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. It's the remix with Cali Dre. Let's go.
First tonight, the video you will only see on West 2 showing two toddlers walking across A1A in Brevard County. This is a dangerous road that has seen several deadly accidents involving vehicles and pedestrians.
But one man saw what was happening and managed to get the kids to safety. West 2's Gail Pascal Brown is here with the exclusive interview. Gail.
Yeah, the parents and children have long gone, but they won't soon forget what happened yesterday in Brevard County. This story could have gone terribly wrong, but John Brittingham saved the day.
Look
Salute to
this.
John Brittingham.
John Brittingham stops traffic with one hand and scoops up two toddlers along busy A1A Sunday in.
So look at that, man. He jumped out. Hey, this dude is a hero, man. He jumped out in traffic to save two toddlers, man, that was roaming the streets. Where the hell your parents at? Where the hell, bruh, the parents, y'all definitely need to see some accountability on this, man. Watch your motherfucking kid. To all the parents out there, please keep an eye on your kids, man. I was recently at a TDE Kendrick Lamar concert out here in Los Angeles, man, and every 10 or 15 minutes, they jumped up to the mic and had a kid that strayed away from their parents, man. Keep your eye on your damn kids, man. Put that weed down. Whatever you doing, that ain't none of that shit as important as your kids, man. Please believe that. Let's go, man.
But John Brittingham saved the day.
Salute to John Brittingham for saving the
Look
motherfucking
at
day,
this.
man.
John Brittingham stops traffic with one hand and scoops up 2 toddlers along busy A1A Sunday in Brevard County.
I was terrified. If anything would have happened to him, my rest of my life would have been ruined.
John was driving home southbound on A1A when he noticed 2 little girls in the middle of the road.
So I immediately pulled over there, and I ran out of the car, and one of them was going to the middle of the road, and I grabbed that one first, and then the second one I just picked up. She was ready, and I got him off the road. Took like maybe 6 seconds.
It had to be the most terrifying 6 seconds of his life.
My adrenaline spiked. I had a migraine when I finally got home. I was drained completely for the rest of the day.
This exclusive dash cam.
So as y'all can see, man, as you guys can see, this dude right here is a hero, bro. He is a hero. He saved the life of 2 young toddlers, man. I think this is in Florida, man. Jumped out into the middle of the street, waving his hands, man, to save 2 toddlers he ain't even know. You know what I'm saying? This dude is a hero, man. He get the hero of the month award right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? It don't get more courageous and more heroic than this, bro. That's a fact.
Middle of the road.
So I immediately pulled over there, and I ran out of the car, and one of them was going to the middle of the road, and I grabbed that one first, and then the second one I just picked up. She was ready, and I got him off the road. Took like maybe 6 seconds.
It had to be the most terrifying 6 seconds of his life.
My adrenaline spiked. I had a migraine when I finally got home. I was drained completely for the rest of the day.
This exclusive dash cam video is from his vehicle's front and rear cameras.
You can see in the dash cam, she put her little arms out, and I was like, oh my God, how adorable.
So y'all see this street right here, bruh. Let me go double box real quick. Y'all see this street right here, bruh. It is oncoming traffic. It look like it's just a main street that get pretty busy, you know what I mean? Look like a main drag, man. So it damn sure shouldn't be 2 little toddlers walking out there by their damn self, bruh. Parents need to be slapped. Probably need to be slapped with some charges as well. But slap the shit out of them first and foremost, because you got to watch your kids out here, man. Ain't nobody responsibility to watch your kids but yours. And maybe your mama and your daddy if they feel like watching them. But at the end of the day, it's your responsibility, Jam.
The dash cam video is from his vehicle's front and rear cameras.
You can see in the dash cam, she put her little arms out, and I was like, oh my God, how adorable.
He then went looking for their parents, found this Airbnb, knocked on the door, but no one answered.
So I went all around that house, and no one seemed to hear me yelling, you know, like that I was calling for someone to see if they...
So that part of the story kind of disturbs me, right? You got 2 youngsters, 2 toddlers, it looked like, and they just roaming the block. They just roaming the streets and shit like they grown. And this good Samaritan right here, you know what I'm saying, ends up finding the kids, rescuing them from oncoming traffic, right? And he goes and he's looking for the parents, and the girls, they had to be like 2 years old. I'm like some little 2-3-year-olds, right? So they really probably didn't even know how to get back to the house, to their residence, right? So I actually heard in the video, I think he said that the girls were just pointing. They really small. They didn't really know where they were going. So he's screaming for the parents, and they ain't nowhere to be found, right? And that lets you know that they didn't even know the kids was gone. What in the hell? What are you doing in your life to where you don't know your 2-year-olds then walked out the back door? You can't make this shit up, man. Get the likes up. Let me know if y'all can hear the video, man.
Anybody knew, because the girls weren't telling me anything. They were about maybe 2 years old or younger, and all they could do was point to things and say,
Finally, he looked in the back gate, which he says was open. He adds that's how the children got out, and their parents were clueless to the fact they were gone.
An elderly couple and a young girl, and I, immediately they went into like, oh my God, we're so sorry. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm just glad I could get them back to you. And they were out in the road and your gate was open.
The parents were clueless as to the kids being out by themselves. That don't make no motherfucking sense, bruh. Watch your damn kids, bruh. Like, watch your kids. Thank God that this dude was there, Johnny on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Before anything, anything tragic happened to those young toddlers, man. So watch your kids, man. It don't take much to lock your doors and put the kids in a safe environment, man. And and make sure you keep an eye on them. Go check on them every once in a while, bro. Don't just leave them back there for hours and shit. Go check on them every once in a while. Make sure their ass is all right.
John did not call police.
My main concern was to reunite them, and by that time I was glad that they were with their parents.
Bottom line, John says, you have got to watch your children. He and his wife have 5. They're grown now, and they have
Yeah, bottom line of that story, man, watch your motherfucking kids, bruh. It ain't nobody's responsibility but yours for you to watch your damn kids, bro. So, I mean, shit. I don't even think any more really needs to be said about that, bruh. Watch your motherfucking kids, bruh. Like, that's the reality of this shit. But we're going to keep it rocking, man. Salute to everybody, man, that's tapping in with me. I definitely appreciate y'all. Let me know if y'all hearing the videos all right. Let me know, if there's any other stories y'all want me to tap in with, you know what I mean? But we're going to keep it rocking, man, because I got a bunch of stuff that I want to get to with y'all. And I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time getting to it, you know what I'm saying? As well, subscribe to the channels, man. Subscribe to my YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on X. You know what I mean? I'm everywhere. Everywhere you want me to be, that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man, and keep this thing rolling, man. You know what I mean? I'm doing this for the people. I'm trying to bring y'all the best information. I'm trying to bring y'all the best stories. You know what I mean? I'm trying to bring y'all the best entertainment, man. So make sure y'all definitely support me like I'm supporting y'all, and let's get to this thing, man. But that last story just kind of got me messed up, man. I just don't understand how people can be so reckless and not, you know what I mean, be paying attention to what's going on in their life and what's most important in their life, man. But yeah, we gonna move right along with this thing, man. We finna move right along. Let me see where I want to go with this thing next, man. yeah, let's go right here, man. Let's go right here. So check this out. A homeowner was arrested and got his house condemned. And you guys will never guess the reason why. Homeowner gets arrested. He gets his house condemned. And it's a crazy reason why, man. Put in the comments if y'all can let me know why this homeowner got arrested, man. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know. But I just want to see if y'all can guess this shit. Put in the comments and let me know why y'all think this homeowner got arrested, man. You know what I'm saying? But this was a crazy story right here, man. Homeowner arrested, house condemned, and you about to find out why. Viewer discretion is advised as well. This shit right here gonna give you the heebie motherfucking jeebies, bro. I'm just letting you know. You gonna get the itchy crawlies, the itchy scratchies, the heebie jeebies, all that shit. So I'm just letting you know in advance, bro. That's how we do it. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you know in advance. Let's go, man. Get the likes up.
Of rats does not freak you out, because we're going to bring you a very disgusting case of animal hoarding.
Yeah, we're talking an entire home in Suffolk County completely overrun by hundreds of rats that were being kept as pets. And if you don't like the sight of rats, you may want to look away during this next story.
Officials found the rats running rampant throughout the home. In the end, police arrested the 48-year-old homeowner.
Oh my God, that is fucking disgusting. Homeowner, house condemned, and his ass need to go to jail for this, because he hoarding a bunch of rats. A bunch of motherfucking rats, bruh. And I ain't talking about 6ix9ine. I ain't talking about who the new nigga, Loose Cannon. I ain't talking about them niggas. No. These is real rats. The real rats. You know what I'm saying? Unfucking believable. Get the likes up, man. Homeowner arrested and condemned Because hundreds of rats found in his residence, man.
Figure out what to do with all the animals.
Seriously, what do you do with all the animals? Long Island reporter Shantae Lance is live in Rocky Point. Shantae?
Well, Liz and David, at least 300 domesticated rats are believed to be inside this home. Volunteers say 100 to 200 of them alone are inside the walls.
Oh, damn. 100 to 200 rats found inside the walls. 100 to 200 rats? Like, that shit just gives me the fucking, the crawlies, man. That's, how can you live? I think the person was actually living in this residence as well, man. Let's find out, man. Get the lights up.
From spilling out of the kitchen cabinet to overrunning every inch of the floor, pet rats.
Hi, little stinker.
Hundreds of them running amok inside this Rocky Point home.
Running a motherfucking muck.
Inside, it's very hard to breathe.
Running a motherfucking muck inside this home. This is the home right here. Let me put this on the big screen. This is the home. This is the home that held hundreds of rats. And I guess they were doing it on purpose. Like, let's tap in a little bit more and find out what the fuck is going on here, bro.
Point home.
It's a disaster inside. It's very hard to breathe. You need,
So look at that sign right there. They actually have a sign. Oh, let's go back. Let's go back here. My bad. Get the lights up.
You're busy.
Of course. Now we got a damn
busy for senior discounts.
Commercial right in the middle of my damn show, man. Get the lights up. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man.
Don't forget to use your MAO.
We're gonna get through these technical difficulties and get right back to what we was on, man. Homeowner arrested, house condemned because of hundreds of rats living in this residence right here, man. Let's see what's going on with this, man.
From spilling out of the kitchen cabinet to overrunning every inch of the floor, pet rats.
Hi, little stinker.
Hundreds of them running amok.
So she was actually like talking to the rats. She's living amongst the rats. She has become one with the rats. This is some nasty ass shit. This is nasty work right here, bro. This is nasty motherfucking work right here, bro. Hey, if any of y'all living like this, bro, just take a bath in some fucking Clorox and disinfect it and slap yourself, because this is some bullshit right here, bro. Like, nobody should be living with a whole house full of motherfucking rats, bro. Nah, that ain't sanitary. That ain't sanitary at all.
From spilling out of the kitchen cabinet to overrunning every inch of the floor, pet rats.
Hi, little stinker.
Hundreds of them running amok inside this Rocky Point home.
Running a motherfucking muck.
Disaster inside.
Hey, look at this sign right here, though, bro. I just want y'all to take a look at this sign right here, bro. It says this property is protected by highly trained rats, not responsible for injury or possible death. Let me put this sign up on the big screen real quick, man, because I have never in my life seen a sign that says beware of rats. Put it in my comments if you out there have ever in your life encountered a sign that said beware of the rats, man. We actually need some of them signs in hip hop, man. There's a lot of you motherfuckers out there doing a whole bunch of telling, bro, but that's for a whole nother show. We need a sign like this for hip hop. Hip hop needs a motherfucking sign like this, bro. Warning for all the rats. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't hip hop. This is somebody's residence. This is somebody's, you know what I'm saying, place where they lay their motherfucking head at night. And so this shit is just disgusting, man. This shit gives me the itchies, the creeps, the heebie-jeebies, all that shit, bro. All that shit. We only gonna listen to a little bit more of this, and I'm out.
Masks, you need gloves.
Get the lights up, man.
It's just a bad situation.
Frankie Floridia and other volunteers with Strong Island Animal Rescue have been capturing as many rats as they can to send to a vet to get proper care and checked out.
A lot of them are injured. A lot of them have huge wounds. Their eyes are coming out.
All right, yeah, that's enough of that, man. I can't even do that shit no more, bro. Like, here, let me put myself back up here. I can't even do that shit no more. That shit just gave me the motherfucking creeps. So, homeowner arrested, house condemned. Lock his ass up for a few years. Bathe his ass too, bro. Make sure you bathe his ass, sanitize his motherfucking ass, and yeah, definitely tear that motherfucker, burn that house down. Cause that shit, that house right there, bro. Hold on, let's take one more look at that, because this house right here is just fucking disgusting. I just want to look at that. That house right there needs to be burned to the ground. Rats inside and all. The Peter, hey, don't be trying to fucking don't be hating on me, Peter. But this is some bullshit. Like, this is some bullshit. So I just want to throw that back up there. Now we finna get that the fuck off of there and get to the next story, man. Get the likes up. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. I got a bunch of stories that I want to cover, man. And so that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg or where I wanted to go with it. You know what I mean? Started a little light, but shit gonna get real crazy here in a second, man. Let's see where we want to go with this thing here, man. Let me see where we want to go with this thing. So yeah, let's go here, man. Police in Los Angeles are investigating a tow truck theft ring. So let's find out, man. Let's tap in with this, man, and see what's going on. They got a whole tow truck theft ring out here, bro. I don't even know what that is, bro. So we gonna find out, man. Tow truck theft ring investigation going on in Los Angeles, California. And let's see what that's all about, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. This is the remix with Cali Dre, man. Let's go.
Police are investigating a tow truck theft ring in Carson. Fox 11's Ed Lasco is joining us live with more. Ed?
And Christine, it is a wide open investigation this late hour, always with the same MO, this unmarked white tow truck doing its dirty work in the middle of the night under the cover of darkness, always targeting the very same vehicles, in this case, in the very same neighborhood. Watch. The target on this night, this white Toyota Tacoma. On the far side, that's a tow truck. It backs in. It hooks up to the Toyota, hooks it right up in just seconds. In a blink of an eye, it's gone. The Toyota.
So wait a minute. Wait a motherfucking minute, bruh. Wait a motherfucking minute, bruh. So you telling me ain't nobody called this tow truck? I ain't parked illegally in this motherfucker. I'm parked in my own driveway. And a random ass tow truck just come out of nowhere, hook my truck up to the back of it, and get the fuck gone. Only in America, bro. I'm on my Don King shit tonight. Only in America, bro. Only in America. Let's go.
Tacoma. On the far side, that's a tow truck. It backs in. It hooks up to the Toyota, hooks it right up in just seconds. In a blink of an eye, it's gone. The Toyota stolen.
And in less than 30 seconds, they hooked up my back tires, lifted the back of the truck, and took it off. My alarm didn't go off. No, nothing like that.
But fast. I mean, in a blink of an eye.
Exactly. It was 30 seconds.
In and out.
Yeah, in and out.
It all goes down in the middle of the night, in the middle of her driveway. Listen, as a neighbor runs out yelling, "Hey!" There's no stopping it. Even 3 weeks later, just a block away, very same neighborhood, what appears to be the very same tow truck strikes yet again.
Exact same. Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. Came up, hooked it up the same way on the tow truck, lifted up, took it out of here. Same thing.
That quick.
Oh, I was muted this whole damn time, bruh. Damn, I thought I was giving y'all that ism. You know what I'm saying? I was muted this whole time, bruh. We got a random ass tow truck out here in California hooking up people cars from their driveway and repossessing their shit. But these people done paid their bill. So how you pay your bill and you get your shit repossessed? Well, this is how.
In 30 seconds, yeah.
So obviously
in a blink of an eye, it was gone.
They're targeting.
They're targeting. Mm-hmm.
This just the latest in a series of tow truck thefts striking through the Southland, as Fox 11 News has been showing you the past few months. This San Bernardino just 5 nights ago. Looks like that same white tow truck, right? Hooking up, stealing another truck. Just takes 15 seconds here. But in the most recent Carson targets, there's something really alarming on security video that shows up just
in 15 seconds or less. This motherfucker will have your brand new whip on the back of his tow truck stealing your shit. Beware.
Before the strike.
Black car pull up and park, and they sit there for about a minute and a half. The tow truck comes, hooks up, and takes off. Then that black car leaves. So what we think they're doing is they're having these spotter cars go around, spot what they want, almost like take an inventory, like we'll take that one, we'll take that one, come, hook it up, and go.
So they got spotters out there. So the spotter's sitting in the car, unmarked vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So, spotter's sitting in the car. He on the walkie-talkie with the tow truck man. Like, yo, we want that one over there, that Lexus. We want that Toyota truck over there. This is crazy work right here, bro. Hey, lock your motherfucking doors. Lock your garage up. Cause if not, your shit gonna get repoed.
And now live, that is why they're thinking this might be a sophisticated, organized crime ring here. Investigators trying to figure out where these stolen trucks are going.
Get the lights up.
Don't know. They're going to chop shops. They're going down to Mexico. Some thinking since we're close to the ports over there that they might be going overseas. All we know at this point, though, is they want to shut it down. They want to find that white, unmarked tow truck. For now, we are live here. Carson, back to the west side we go.
Yeah, man. So that's that. That's a crazy story right there. Tow truck ring out here repossessing everybody's shit, man. So yeah. I mean, I don't even know where to go with that. I'll make sure my shit locked up though, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure my old school locked the fuck up. I know that, man. But yeah, so I wanted to definitely bring y'all that, man. I got a couple other stories I want to get to, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. It's the remix with Cali Dre. You know what I'm saying? You know, usually we'll go heavy politics, man. I'm gonna get into some politics a little later too, man. But I got a few more stories that I wanted to dive into, man. Let me see where we about to go. Oh yeah, I think we could go. Yeah, let's go right here, man. Let's go right here. Yeah, let's go right here, man. So, I covered a story a couple of days ago, man, about a U-Haul driver crashing into a crowd of protesters. And so we got a little bit more information now on exactly what was going on with that story. And I wanted to bring that to y'all attention, man. So we're going to tap in with the U-Haul driver that crashed into the protesters, and we're going to get a little bit more updates and information on that story. I brought it to y'all when it just broke a couple days ago, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're going to get a good update on that, man. So let's check in with that story, man. Get the likes up, get the cash apps up. This is the remix with Cali Dre, and I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. Let's go.
Terrifying moments in Los Angeles. This is Sunday. A driver of a U-Haul truck plows into a crowd of people supporting those ongoing protests in Iran. The angry protesters responding by pounding on the U-Haul, shattering its windshield. That truck, though, eventually stopped. The driver was taken into custody. News Nation's Nancy Liu is live in Los Angeles. So, Nancy, what more can you tell us about what happened?
Well, Nicole, that U-Haul truck, it's been towed away. Thousands of protesters they have cleared, and charges are pending against the counter-protester who allegedly used that truck as a weapon. The crowd was estimated to be about 3,000 here outside the Wilshire Federal Building when the U-Haul truck came barreling through.
So it was 1,000 people out there protesting at the Wilshire Federal Building. And somebody decided to run a U-Haul truck through that motherfucker, bro. And, you know, there's been some updated footage and some updated angles and things that I wanted to show. So we're going to get right to it, man. We're getting a little bit more information. The driver of the U-Haul that plowed into the crowd of protesters was detained. And we're getting a little update on that story, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Get the likes up.
This was around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Remarkably, the incident caused no significant injuries among the demonstrators who had turned out in solidarity of protesters in Iran. On the side of the U-Haul was a banner that said, "No Shah, no regime, USA, don't repeat 1953, no mullah."
So as you can see, it's a chaotic scene. Protesters everywhere, They turned up, and then you got a guy that runs a whole U-Haul into the middle of this chaos. And so it does get very chaotic, man. Get the likes up, get the comments up, man. Let me know where y'all tapping in from.
When the U-Haul stopped, the crowd descended on the driver, who was eventually taken into police custody. According to the DOJ, the FBI is working with LAPD to determine the motive of the man in custody. Now, at this point, no charges in the case, as Mayor Karen Bass calls for all protest actions to remain peaceful. And here in LA, that also includes continued anti-ICE activity at the Federal Detention Center downtown.
Yeah, man. So that's one story, man. Definitely an alarming situation. Luckily that nobody else was hurt, man. We got some other video. I think there was some other video, a little more close-up video that I wanted to show. They say right here, yeah, this that video, man. So let me bring this up real quick and show y'all this video. We talking about the U-Haul that plowed into the crowd of Iran protesters. There's been some more video to come out of that situation, so I wanted to give y'all the update on that. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Let's go. Man, I thought y'all was looking at this shit. Y'all ain't even looking at this shit. Hold that, bro. I have to actually add it to the stage, man. Hey, get the likes up for my incompetence and running this StreamYard shit. Let's go. Let's go, man. Hey, welcome to the remix with Cali Drake, man. Unpredictable as fuck. Let's go. So this is live video on the scene, on the ground, as the U-Haul runs through the crowd of protesters in Los Angeles, California. And this is the aftermath. This is on the ground aftermath footage. As you can see, the U-Haul has already ran through the crowd of protesters, and the protesters are pissed off about it. They start beating on the U-Haul. They about to turn this motherfucker all the way up, bruh. As you can see, it's a dude on top of the U-Haul. Somebody just came from the top of the U-Haul, kicking the window in. Let's go. These protesters is not fucking around. Let's go. Hold on. We got a guy come from the top of this whole thing. He came from the top of the whole U-Haul, kicked the window, the whole windshield in, bruh. On some Jason Statham type shit, bruh. Let's go. Where the fuck did he come from? Look right here. Look at the top of the U-Haul. Watch the top of the U-Haul. Right there. Who is this guy up here? Where the fuck did he come from? Where did this guy come from, bruh? He blacked on black with the shades. Bruh. Bruh. I would have thought he was in on this shit. He ready to go. This motherfucker right here up top this U-Haul, he ready to go, bruh. Let's go. He hops down on the windshield, immediately begins kicking in the windshield. Hey, listen. If I'm at U-Haul, if I'm working at U-Haul right now, I'm kind of pissed off that they fucking my truck up, bruh. They're going to bring this truck back at some point, and one of you U-Haul working motherfuckers is going to have to clean this shit up, man. That's how this shit go, bruh. Shout out to my U-Haul workers, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Hey, keep hope alive, my guy. Keep hope alive, because this is some fucked up shit right here, bruh. What's that they saying, man? If you speak Iranian in my chat, man, or you know anybody speak Arabic, let me know what they saying, man, because I don't. Salute to my Arabics and my Middle Easterners as well out there, man. He's kicking the windshield in. He's pissed off. At this point, police is on the scene. And it doesn't look like they're doing much of anything, to be honest with you. Police is on the scene, and it doesn't look like they're doing anything to stop all this chaos and commotion that's going on the scene. Windshield's been completely kicked in. Protesters are pissed off. He's trying to get out the car. The driver's trying to get out the car. They pushing his ass back in the car. Like, nah, bruh, you ain't going nowhere. Bring that ass here, bruh. Get the likes up. We tapping in with the U-Haul that plowed into the crowd. On the ground footage. As the chaos erupts. Police are on the scene trying to hold back protesters, but to no avail. They still whooping and elbowing and kicking this motherfucking ass, man. So this is on the ground footage of the U-Haul that plowed into the crowd of Iran protesters. I think police have already escorted him off the car. They're actually ripping the paneling and the signage off the U-Haul. So I know there's some conflict going on in Iran right now. I was thinking about covering that situation, man. I didn't know if I wanted to get deep into that situation. Y'all let me know though if y'all want to run some of that video as well. But there is some protests going on in Iran as well, and I think that's kind of what's spawned this protest. And then it got a lot angrier once a random U-Haul drove through the protest. Let's go. This exclusive video on the ground as the U-Haul plows into the crowd of protesters. At this point, they've already escorted the driver out of the U-Haul, and they're rushing him down the street as protesters are chasing. Protesters are starting to speed up their chase now. Protesters are beginning to run at this point. Now it's a full-on, they chasing his ass. The protesters are now chasing his ass as police is escorting him off the scene. And so if you watched the show that I did, the last show that I did, I actually showed, there's a part of this video, they didn't actually even show it, man, but there's a part of this video where one of the protesters runs up behind the guy as he is being escorted by the police. And when I say that he gave him a Barry Bonds, Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, Louisville slugger upside the back of the head, bruh. I mean, it was unbelievable. And then after the protester hits him in the back of the head, he dips off and runs back into the crowd. So yeah, that's a little bit of footage on that situation, man. Where else did I want to go with this shit? Oh, here's a story I wanted to cover actually a couple of days ago, man, but I didn't get a chance to. I wanted to run this video for y'all as well, man. So this story right here is about what is this, man? Oh, man dies while trying to steal copper wire from Pomona construction site, bruh. And it was caught on video, partially caught on video, man. So we're gonna tap in with this story, man, and see what's going on. Man dies while trying to steal copper wire from a Pomona construction site, bruh. Stop trying to steal shit from these construction sites, man. You gonna fuck around and hold on, let me put myself back on the screen. Stop trying to steal shit from these construction sites, bruh. Your ass gonna end up just like this.
Steal copper. New at 5, a man is dead, electrocuted while allegedly trying to steal copper wire. Now, this happened in Pomona this weekend.
And as CBS LA's Joy Benedict tells us, the theft caused an explosion.
Look, that's him right there, up in smoke. Your ass try to steal from a construction site, this is going to be your ass right here, up in motherfucking smoke, bruh.
While allegedly trying to steal copper wire. Now, this happened in Pomona this weekend.
And as CBS LA's Joy Benedict tells us, the theft caused an explosion and knocked out power to thousands.
That's him right there, bruh. Look, that's him right there. Look, your ass thinking you finna go get some free motherfucking copper wire from a construction site? This gonna be your ass right here, bruh, up in smoke.
It's an explosion that was hard to miss in this Pomona neighborhood, not only for the noise, but because it knocked out power for hundreds of homes.
They shut the whole block down. They have to turn off the power for everybody.
Michael Walker lives across the
Bruh, shut the whole block down. That nigga shut the whole block down, bruh, trying to steal some copper wire, bruh.
Thousands.
It's an explosion that was hard to miss in this Pomona neighborhood, not only for the noise, but because it knocked out power for hundreds of homes.
They shut the whole block down. They have to turn off the power for everybody.
Michael Walker lives across the street and came running.
She just kept screaming, help us. And I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? Because I can hear the electricity now.
After police say a man electrocuted himself at this construction site.
So this is the construction site right here, man. This is the aftermath of the explosion of the man that tried to steal some copper wire. This is the aftermath right here, bro.
The girl that was with them was asking for help, but nobody can help. And you see the firefighters just, there's nothing they can do. Sad.
But investigators say he wasn't a worker. He was stealing copper wire from this strip mall that was in the process of being demolished.
He was cutting cables that were underground that were still alive.
Federico Velarde works the site. He says they were just wrapping up for the day around 2 p.m. Sunday when the explosion happened.
We've been having problems.
Yeah, that's his ass right there, bruh. He's not even a worker on this site. He's not a worker on this site. This is him over here. You're going to see a large puff of smoke. That's the guy formerly known as the motherfucker trying to steal copper wire.
Day when the explosion happened.
We've been having problems since we started the job. Obviously, we take them out for security reasons and for safety reasons. But they just keep coming back.
Velarde says the man who died was part of a group of transients who'd been living on the property. He says he warned him numerous times about the wiring, but he says they just kept coming back and kept stealing more.
So their ass got warned, kept stealing more, and now his ass in the upper room, bro. Sometimes it just ain't worth it, man. It just ain't worth it.
Power to above ground, but most of the time underground stuff is always life.
A tough lesson with an even sadder ending.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, tough lesson, man. That's a tough lesson with a sad ending right there, bruh. Tough lesson with a sad ending. But that's how shit goes sometimes, man. You know what I mean? People make the wrong decisions and you know, sometimes that shit can cost you your life, bruh. So be careful out there, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Be careful out there. Don't steal the wrong shit. Don't steal from the wrong people. Your ass might end up in the upper room. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to move right along here, man, because I got a few more things that I want to get to. Let's get to this story right here, man. Let's get to this story right here. So it says, so actually, I ain't going to read it to y'all, bro. I might just let y'all I may let y'all just get a view of this story right here, bro. This story is so out of control that I don't even know if I can even set it up properly, bro. I'm going to just let y'all get to it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just let y'all get to it. Let's go, man. Get the likes up. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. This is the remix with Kelly Dre, man.
Morning mass turns into a mess after a man crashed the service at a Staten Island church.
Parishioners called the police and officers traded punches and kicks with the man before they finally arrested him.
Staten Island, stand up for me, man. Where's Staten Island at in the building, man? I got anybody from Staten Island that's rocking with me, man. What's going on out there in the stat, man? What's going on out there in the stat, man? It says brawl on the altar as police arrest unruly man in Staten Island church, man. Let's go.
Parishioners called the police and officers traded punches and kicks with the man before they finally arrested him.
Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo joins us from Dongan Hills to break down that shocking scene. Anthony.
Yeah, Tanya, Joe, that's some wild video, isn't it? I'm told the man in that video is not a parishioner of St. Anne's Roman Catholic Church here on Cromwell Avenue in Staten Island, but somehow he ended up inside that church and having an outburst. Parishioners.
So he ain't even a member of the church, but he was pissed off that day, and he came into church ready to whoop some ass. Let's just call it what it is. He came into church that day ready to whoop some ass, man.
Came here yesterday morning expecting a peaceful early morning mass, and instead they left with palpitations. What was supposed to be morning mass became a morning melee. The unruly man drops on the altar after being tased by police. The priest ducks out of the way.
Whoa! Whoa, hold on. So he got tased in church. The pastor had to duck and dodge the police taser gun in the middle of Sunday service. Just imagine if you at church, man, you praising God, you jumping for joy, you doing what you do, singing your songs, man. And some random unruly bad day having ass motherfucker come in there and get tased by the police in the process. Like you can't make this stuff up, man. You cannot make this stuff up, man. I am utterly just blown away by some of the shit that I cover on this show, man. Let's go.
Tased by police. The priest ducks out of the way. His sermon was over before it even began. When the man did not
You damn right it was. You damn right it was. His sermon was over before it began. That is quite the statement right there, because that is an absolute fact.
Two officers tried to make him leave, but putting him in handcuffs would prove not to be an easy task. One of the cops starts wailing on the man. Stunned parishioners.
No! Say it ain't so. One of the officers starts putting elbows and timbos all over this man's forehead in the middle of the service. I don't even know what to say about that, bro. I don't even know what to say about that. In the middle of service, police in church whooping somebody's ass, man.
On the man. Stunned parishioners watched the skirmish right before morning mass Friday at St. Anne's and Dongan Hills. The officers responded to a 911 call for a disorderly man inside the church. Flowers would go flying during the all-out brawl on the altar. As the cops tried to wrestle the resisting man out of the church, he yelped repeatedly. They pummeled him in the head and then tried to drag him away. At one point, trying to kick out his leg. Eventually, the man would break free and started throwing punches at both cops, turning the house of worship.
No, he on his Ali. Oh, he going 1-2 with the police, though. He on his Muhammad Ali. Oh, man, he going 1-2 with the police in the middle of church, bruh. The police come into church, start whooping his ass, because he in there trying to whoop on somebody else's ass, and then the pastor almost get tased because this man come in there in the middle of a church service trying to whoop on somebody's ass.
Before it even began, when the man did not want to leave, the two officers tried to make him leave, but putting him in handcuffs would prove not to be an easy task. One of the cops starts wailing on the man. Stunned parishioners watched the skirmish right before morning mass Friday at St. Anne's and Dongan Hills. The officers responded to a 911 call for a disorderly man inside the church. Flowers would go flying during the all-out brawl on the altar. As the cops tried to wrestle the resisting man out of the church, he yelped repeatedly. They pummeled him in the head and then tried to
look, they choking his ass up. They choking his ass up in the middle of church.
Eventually, the man would break free and started throwing punches at both cops, turning the house of worship.
He going toe-to-toe.
Into Fight Club.
He going toe-to-toe with the police in the middle of church, bruh. Hold up, bruh. I got to see that one more time. I got to run that back one more time, bruh. He going toe-to-toe with the man in the middle of church.
As the cops tried to wrestle the resisting man out of the church, he yelped repeatedly. They pummeled him in the head and then tried to drag him away. at one point trying to kick out his leg. Eventually, the man would break free and started throwing punches at both cops, turning the house of worship into Fight Club. Well, police were finally able to get that man under control and took him into custody. He has not been identified just yet. Charges are pending against him, and the reason for that being he's at the hospital undergoing a medical evaluation. We're also...
Yeah, he at the hospital because the police was whooping on his ass in the middle of the church, man. Let's go.
The two police officers involved in this sustained minor injuries, and we also understand that there was some damage to the church, as you might expect. No word on what prompted the man's outburst. I spoke to some priests here off camera who referred all comment to the archdiocese. So
there you go, man. So basically, yeah, the priests, they don't want to talk about this. Don't nobody want to talk about this, bro. Hey, salute to you, Lambo. Cali Dre is most definitely in the motherfucking building, man. It's the remix with Cali Dre. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Got a few more stories that I want to get to, man. You know, as you can see, it's going to get goofy in here. You know what I'm saying? Shit getting a little goofy in this motherfucker right here, man. Let's tap in with this, man. So this came across my timeline, and I definitely wanted to dive into this a little bit. Do I want to go here yet? Yeah, let's do that. Here, I want to go into this story right here, man. So, this story right here definitely caught my attention, man. It was something that, you know, you really don't expect to see, man. And, you know, you really probably don't even want to see, bruh. But if you see this motherfucker right here late at night, bruh, get the fuck out his way. That's all I got to say.
Jackson, Mississippi, according to the FBI. Late today, a man confessed to setting a fire that destroyed the only synagogue in Jackson, Mississippi, according to the FBI. Investigators arrested him over the weekend at a hospital where he was being treated for burns. And tonight we have new video of that fire and a quote from the alleged arsonist himself. Jason.
New details on suspect in Mississippi synagogue arson attack. Check this video out, bro.
Allen is at the crime scene in Jackson.
Security video obtained by CBS News shows a hooded, masked man dumping gasoline inside Temple Beth Israel early Saturday morning. After he ignited the gas, flames tore through the library and lobby of the synagogue.
So this is the aftermath right here, man. This is the aftermath of this brother right here going into this synagogue late night, hooded up, pouring gas all over the place, and lighting that motherfucker ablaze, man.
Masked man dumping gasoline inside Temple Beth Israel early Saturday morning. After he ignited the gas, flames tore through the library and lobby of the synagogue. The fire destroyed sacred Torahs and left behind extensive damage.
As we learned that it was arson, you know, the anger really comes to the top of what your mind thinks, right?
An FBI criminal complaint names the accused arsonist as Stephen Spencer Pittman. He told police over the weekend it was, quote, the synagogue of Satan. This same part of the building has been attacked before. Firebomb.
It's pretty safe to say that brother going to hell. I don't know everything about the spirituality and everything like that. I do believe in God and all that, you know what I'm saying? But seems to me like you set a synagogue on fire.
Nearly
somebody gonna put your ass in hell, man.
Tony, by members of the Ku Klux Klan. Schemper is vowing to rebuild all of this. In the meantime, local faith leaders here in Jackson have been offering up their spaces as a place for the members here to gather.
So, yeah, that's a little bit of that, man. Actually, here, let's tap in with this video because I think this is along the same lines.
18-year-old Spencer Pittman faced the judge from a hospital bed with a bandage on his hand. Prosecutors say the injury came from the fire he is accused of starting at Beth Israel Synagogue while talking.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. My internet fucking up a little bit. Get the likes up. Lambo said Bay Area repping. I fuck with you, bruh. I've been fucking with you since I seen you on Skull Lives for sure. Hey, I appreciate it, fam. I definitely appreciate it. Hey, shout out to Just Say No to Skull too, man. He got a dope channel, man. He be over there doing this thing. Got a dope show, man. So
To
go
the
ahead and
judge,
make
he
sure
seemed
y'all
to be
support.
very
Just say no to
neutral
Sko as well, man.
emotionless.
Sko gang all day, man. Let's go.
About the situation, he's being charged with arson and now faces 5 to 20 years in prison, and he's being held by the U.S. Marshal's Office until his detention and preliminary hearings next week. The affidavit has substantial evidence that shows Pittman may be guilty of these crimes. He admitted to his father and the FBI that he set the synagogue on fire, saying he broke down the window with an axe, poured gas inside, and used a torch lighter to set it on fire. And next week, they plan to meet up back here at court. And of course, we will be here getting more updates and details on this. I'm live here at the federal courthouse. Brooklyn Joyner, 16 WAPT News.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit right there, bro. So this man goes in there and sets this synagogue on fire, admits to setting the damn synagogue on fire. Now his ass wrapped up, bandaged up in the hospital. I think I had one more. It's like a whole longer video to this shit. Let me see. Is this it?
19-year-old Spencer Pittman faith.
Yeah, they got. Oh, so this is the security camera footage. Okay, bet. Here, I'm gonna run this security camera footage real quick. It's a little bit longer of a video, man. Let me check this out real quick. Here, this is the security footage, man, of the man that set the synagogue on fire in Jackson, Mississippi. There ain't really no sound to this. This is just straight raw camera. Closed circuit, closed caption. Right in your motherfucking face, man. Bro going crazy, Lambo. That's for sure. He going crazy, bro. And what will make you want to do some shit like that, man? You know, you gotta be off your rocker a little bit, bro. You gotta have lost your whole marbles all the way, man. But that's the closed camera footage, man. We're gonna get up out of that. We're gonna dip into another little story I got for y'all, man. But yeah, I wanted to show y'all that. This is all the shit that be popping up on my timeline, man. I just be like, damn, I want to bring this shit to the people, bro. I got like 400 stories in my playlist that I just be like, you know what I mean? I gotta, maneuver through, bob and weave just to bring y'all the best shit, bro. I be wanting to bring y'all the best content. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, I got another story that I wanted to tap in with. So this story right here, man, I think this just happened maybe yesterday. Says Fisk University basketball player Andre Bell shot and killed on Interstate 65, man. So I just wanted to check in with this and see what the details is on this story, man. Fisk basketball player shot and killed. Let's find out what's going on with this, man.
A leader on and off the basketball court. Tonight, a young Fisk University student athlete remembered for his infectious smile, loving personality, and just an ability to bring warmth to any room. 20-year-old Andre Bell's life was cut short after someone shot him along Interstate 65 Sunday night. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rory Johnston. This tragedy has left so many within Andre's Fisk family just shocked and saddened. Tonight, our Kelsey Gibbs talked with one of Andre's teammates who says it's still hard to believe.
We're going to miss him being just a great brother.
Andre Bell was a sophomore at Fisk University, a men's basketball player, a teammate, a brother.
He was the quiet person, but everybody needs a quiet guy on their team because then that's how you know that they're listening to you. That means they mostly care about you and everything like that.
Michael Ashley was Andre's teammate last year.
I was his team captain. He was my freshman.
Michael says Dre, as many people called him, always wanted to be in the gym playing basketball. Just days ago, 20-year-old Dre played his final game. On January 3rd, he scored a high 7 points, his teammates cheering as he hit a three-pointer.
So there he goes right there, man. Fisk University student training the three-pointer.
Watching online, and I love watching him play.
Moments now frozen in time. Sunday night, Metro Police say Dre was driving back to campus with two friends after volunteering at a Fisk gymnastics meet at the fairgrounds. They were heading north on Interstate 65 near the I-40 interchange when investigators say a dark-colored sedan pulled alongside them. Dre's friends told police they were briefly distracted, then heard multiple gunshots.
Multiple gunshots killing a Fisk University basketball player. Never heard of Fisk University. Yeah, I think it's actually I don't know where it's at either. This story is out of Nashville, so maybe it's in Tennessee. Put in the comments, man, if y'all know where Fisk University is. I'm not quite sure where it is either, man. But R.I.P. to this dude. Prayers to his family, man. Fisk University student shot and killed. This looks like he was in an accident as well, man. This car, if that's his car, the whole front of that car is gone. So yeah, let's check in with this and see if they give us a little bit more information. Fisk University basketball player Andre Bell shot and killed on I-65.
Dre was shot in the head.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, not Dre, not Andre Bell.
Friends say Dre was known for giving back, often volunteering, feeding the homeless, and helping families in need.
We did Bible study together all the time. We would always help out. We would go feed the homeless. We help the people out in their apartments, give them food, Thanksgiving baskets, Christmas baskets.
As detectives search for answers and a suspect, the Fisk family is leaning on each other.
Everybody at Fisk, please just keep your heads up. Prayers to Andre's family. Gone too soon. That was the wrong person to take. I know we all say when it's your time, it's your time, but this one's hard.
And
yeah, you can see that brother choked up, man, as he should be. One of his fellow teammates at Fisk University shot and killed, man. And so I think they still looking for the suspects in that story. So we definitely gonna stay connected with that and just find out whatever updates we can get. Because yeah, that's a sad story, man. I actually played college ball. I was cool with the Hoopers. I played football actually, but I was cool with the Hoopers, man. And we did a lot of partying together, a lot of having fun together. You know what I mean? I couldn't imagine one of my partners getting laid down like that. Definitely would have hit close to home. You know what I mean? It hit close to the heart. So, prayers out to that dude's family, man. And R.I.P. to Andre Bell, and let's hope for some real accountability and some real justice in this case, man. I'm gonna move on a little bit because I got a couple more stories. How long we been here? About 1 2. Oh yeah, we good, man. Y'all ain't been here like an hour. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the likes up, get the comments up. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me on all the platforms as well, man. I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm on X. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Visa, man. I'm everywhere you want me to be. You know what I'm saying? To everybody that support this channel, support my movement, support my platform on this show, on Just Say No to Skull Show, on it's Toya Baby Show, all the shows that I frequent, man, support them too as well. But to everybody that support me, man, I definitely appreciate it, bro. Y'all got no idea. Y'all motivate me to want to give, you know what I'm saying, to pop out and just give good information to people, man. So I definitely appreciate it, man. And to all the haters, man, read the bottom of the motherfucking screen, man. Please feel free to hate on me any time of day, man. 7 days a week, I'm here, man. Put in my comments. All you TikTok MAGA motherfuckers, man. Hey, listen. I'm right here, bro. I told y'all I ain't going nowhere, bro. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers, bro. You don't understand, nigga. I'm on my Bernie Mac shit tonight. You don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. You feel me? So, hopefully we could chop it up, man, and come to some good conclusions and some understandings. But if not, you know what I'm saying? Shit, get out my motherfucking way. You feel me? But yeah, we're going to keep this thing going, man. Had to get that off real quick, man, because y'all don't know, man. My TikTok be blowing up. Some of these stories I cover, especially like the Trump and the politics stories, man. Oh, the TikTok MAGA mob is real, bro. You know what I'm saying? They'll run my views up for sure, but then they be in my comments too. You know what I'm saying? And then but I enjoy the dialogue, man. That's what I'm here for. You feel me? We can debate and dialogue all day, bro. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we gonna get right to it, man. Let me see what else I got for y'all, man. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go here, man. Let's go here. This is a crazy ass story right here. This is a crazy ass story right here, man. So, let's see. Yeah, how we gonna hit this? So look, over this past week, there was an attack on a police officer, but it was an attack. It was an attack like I've never seen, bro. So I'm gonna run y'all this video, man, and we're going to take a look at this right here, man. So it says, video shows the moment when an apparent incendiary weapon was fired at a South Carolina officer during an ambush. Get the likes up. Get the comments up. Get the cash apps up. This the remix with Kelly Drake, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Let's go. So as you can see, this is the surveillance video of the incident. And there's a car. It's right here. You can kind of see the headlights. It's creeping up. You know what I'm saying? You think that, hey, shit, you probably looking for a parking spot or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Look like a little slick on the ground. You might be, you know what I mean? You might be lost. You might be picking somebody up. Might be an Uber driver or some shit. Might be a DoorDash motherfucker. You know what I mean? Nah, hell no. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hey, he let that motherfucker. This is a police car right here. If you guys can't see it, that's a police car right there. And then he drives off very nonchalantly and goes about his motherfucking business, bro.
Just into the newsroom, and arrest has been.
Hold on. Nah. Fuck all that. We gotta go back. Hold on. I gotta take y'all back. We gotta go right back to this. We gotta go right back to this motherfucking footage right here. Okay. So look, this is a police car right here. This white car right here, as you can see on the left side of the screen, right? And I don't even know what kind of car it is. Let me know in the comments if y'all know what kind of car. Is that a Honda Civic, bruh? Is that an Acura? I don't know what the fuck that is. But he came with that motherfucking thunder and lightning, bruh. As you can see, no hesitation, he pulls up next to the police car and lights that motherfucker up, bruh. He lights that motherfucker completely up, and then he drives off casually and goes about his business, man, like it was just another day in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's check in with this story, man, and see what's going on tonight with this.
Let's get to that new video released showing the moment a man ambushed a Greenville police officer. The officer is recovering tonight. The coroner says the suspect took his own life. Taylor Farmer has this story.
Video shared with us by the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division shows the moment Greenville police say 42-year-old David William Lane ambushed an officer who was seated inside a patrol car at the law enforcement
So look,
center
bro, he
off
lit
McGee
that
Street
motherfucker
near-
up, bro. I don't know if that it says incendiary weapons, but I ain't never look at all that fire, bro. He damn near threw a flamethrower with a bunch of 4th of July fireworks at this motherfucker, bro. But he actually, I think he ended up taking his own life after this incident, man.
Shared with us by the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division shows the moment Greenville police say 42-year-old David William Lane ambushed an officer who was seated inside a patrol car at the law enforcement center off McGee Street near downtown Greenville. Police say the shooting took place just before 2 o'clock Sunday morning.
I've been shot.
The officer's patrol car left with extreme damage.
Look at that
charred.
car. Look at the car, bro. He charred the shit out of that motherfucking police car, bro. This is the police cruiser that got hit with some artillery rounds by a random pedestrian drive-by motherfucker, bro. I don't know. Let's go.
And marked by large bullet holes. The officer who called to report his own injuries was taken to the hospital, later released, and is now recovering at home with family.
Very glad to say that officer is doing well and continues to be treated, but we ask that you certainly keep him in your prayers, as well as the men and women of the Greenville City Police Department.
The Greenville County Sheriff's Office says a brief chase followed that initial attack, and we're told there was an exchange of gunfire before the chase ended near the intersection of Independence Boulevard and Ponders Court, about 5 miles from the law enforcement center near Roper Mountain Road.
Cause of death is going to be a single gunshot wound to the head. The manner of death will.
Okay, so it looks like the suspect ended up taking his own life. Single gunshot wound to the head after he attacked a parked police cruiser with an officer inside that motherfucker.
Be real suicide.
The Greenville County Coroner's Office says Lane was pronounced dead shortly before 4:30 Sunday morning.
It's almost impossible for us to tell when the gunshot occurred. It's going to be extremely close to when the vehicle was rammed because we have blood products on an airbag, which would indicate the airbag may have been deployed before he shot himself.
Ellis says Lane was not struck by any other gunfire and he did not sustain any injuries related to the crash of his vehicle. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office has released to us a statement telling us they were, quote, familiar with David Lane after receiving multiple complaints from neighbors on January 1st and January 2nd regarding concerning comments and behavior. Deputies responded to and investigated each complaint and determined that while the comments and behavior were concerning, they did not award criminal warrants for an arrest.
Yeah. So this guy decided to take the matters of law into his own hands and basically go 4th of July on a police cruiser. And then he ended up actually taking his own life after this, man. Let's see if there's any more updates on this, and we're going to get to the next story. It's the remix with Callie Drake, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man.
An abundance of caution. The sheriff's office says they coordinated with the Huntington Downs apartment complex where Lane lived to provide off-duty security for resident safety. That began January 8th. A neighbor stated they frequently saw Lane but claimed he usually left his apartment only in the early mornings before sunrise and in the evenings after dark. The neighbor said,
"What's that in his hand? Is that a rifle in his hand right now early in the morning? Hold on, what is that in his hand?"
That began January 8th. A neighbor stated they frequently...
Is that his gun? Is this a gun right here? Or what is that? Y'all let me know in the comments, man, if y'all see. Am I tripping? I might be kind of high too, but it looked like he got a gun in his hand. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments.
But claimed he
no, yeah. Oh, that's most definitely a gun. I see the back of that mother. That's most definitely a shotgun or something. Yeah, that's gonna be a weapon.
A neighbor stated they frequently saw Lane, but
that's gonna be a weapon. That's gonna be a
claimed
weapon.
he usually left his apartment only in the early mornings before sunrise and in the evenings after dark. The neighbor says they also saw him leave Saturday evening. Video footage captured Lane.
So wherever y'all stay at, wherever y'all live at, if it's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and you run into a motherfucker that look like this,
duty security.
Get out his motherfucking way, bro.
That began January 8th.
Stand down and get out his motherfucking way, bro.
But claimed he usually left his apartment only in the early mornings before sunrise and in the evenings after dark. The neighbor says they also saw him leave Saturday evening. Video footage captured Lane leaving his residence before he's believed to have gone to the law enforcement center. At this time, investigators will continue working to learn more about Lane, his background, and his motive. In Greenville County, Taylor Farmer, 7.
Yeah, man. So as y'all can see, Greenville's South Carolina police officer is actually out of the hospital after getting ambushed by a suspect that went full 4th of July on his cruiser and on his ass, man. And so the suspect ended up taking his own life, and so, you know, that's that, man. He ended up getting his own motherfucking fate, I suppose. But, yeah, I thought that was a crazy video, man. When that shit popped up on my timeline, I was like, I definitely got to cover that, man. Where else do I want to go with this, man? I got like probably one more story I want to, actually, no, I got 2 more stories. Here, let's go here. Let's go right here. So, this is a story out of San Diego, California, man. My stomping grounds, my backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a pretty crazy story as well, man. It says, Navy Chief Petty Officer pleads not guilty to 17 child sex abuse charges. Let me say that one more time, just in case the motherfuckers in the back in the cheap seats didn't hear what I just said. Navy Chief Petty Officer pleads not guilty to 17 child sex abuse charges. What the fuck is that about, Callie Dre? Shit, we about to find out, man. Let's go.
A Navy Chief Petty Officer charged with child sex abuse and sexual intercourse with a minor faced a judge today. We first told you about Matthew D'Angelo's arrest on Friday. ABC 10 News reporter Danny Miskell was there today in court.
Chief Petty Officer Michael D'Angelo, he has pleaded not guilty and he denies all allegations. He currently faces 17 different charges, all related to sexually abusing a child under 10 years old. Here,
17 charges of child sex abuse by a chief Navy officer out here in California, man. This is unbelievable right here. If it's true, I hope for your sake and the military's sake and you know what I'm saying, that, and for the victim's sake as well, that, you know, this is a story that's been fabricated, or they got the wrong motherfucker or something, bruh, because if they got the right guy, your ass is going down. They finna put you up under the motherfucking jail for this, bruh. Let's go.
Chief Petty Officer Michael D'Angelo in court earlier Monday afternoon. Now, the court denied his bail, meaning he's going to have to stay behind bars because of how serious these charges are. The judge also said that D'Angelo cannot contact or get within 100 feet of his alleged victims.
No shit, Sherlock. You know what I'm saying? I think that one was pretty obvious. I don't even think they really had to add that to the motherfucking indictment, bro. Like, I think that should be pretty obvious, bro. Stay your ass away from the motherfucking kids, bro.
D'Angelo was arrested last Thursday morning in Serra Mesa. The deputy DA told me earlier that regardless of his occupation, these charges are very serious.
Someone who, whether they serve in law enforcement or are part of the military, you kind of expect them to conduct themselves in a standard that might be a little higher than the general public. But we take all these cases seriously regardless of what they do. Law enforcement in San Diego and the district attorney's office handled it as expeditiously as possible.
ABC 10 News obtained court documents that show a restraining order was filed earlier that week of his arrest, alleging that D'Angelo was showing abusive behavior. Now,
okay, so there was a restraining order put on this Navy chief officer this week. And so if you know anybody knows anything about the legal process, a lot of the paperwork and filings that get filed, a restraining order is actually a pretty detailed documentation, right? Because when you file that restraining order, is usually detailing of, you know, who the person is, why that person is like, why you're there in the court to try to, you know, give facts on this person and incidents and what happened with you and this person, detailing the crime that you think that they committed, detailing how long it's been going on. All that stuff is what's the information that's basically, you know, used to get the restraining order. And so so that document, even in itself, if there's a copy of that floating around, you can kind of get a lot of good information from that, because it'll give you, you know, the victim's account of what happened, basically. You know what I mean?
police officials have also confirmed with us that D'Angelo was arrested on child sex crime charges, and the Navy identified him as an aviation electronics technician assigned to a command at Naval Air Station, North Island. D'Angelo will have both his readiness and prelim hearing later this month, and if convicted, he faces life behind bars. Reporting in downtown, Danny Miskell, ABC.
Yeah, give his ass give his ass 17 lives if that's the case, bro. If you are responsible for this crime right here, bro. Hold on, let me mute this. If you are responsible for this crime right here, bro, you need 17 lives. 17 life sentences, bro. And that's a fact. Let's go, man. This is the remix with Cali Dry. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. We tapping in with the story right now about the chief Navy officer that facing child sex charges, 17 of them to be exact. Let's see if there's any more information in this clip right here.
Good Monday evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Andrew Luria.
And I'm Maria Arcega-Dunn. A member of the U.S. Navy was in the San Diego courtroom today accused of nearly a dozen child sex crimes.
Our Jamie Chambers starts us off live downtown tonight with what we're learning about those allegations. Jamie.
Andrew and Maria, these allegations are shocking in and of themselves. And now we're also hearing from potentially other victims who say that this case might stretch all the way back to 2008.
Oh, wow. Oh, they got him. You know what I'm saying? If it's other victims that's coming out and they're saying that this case is stretching beyond what this current indictment shows, oh, yeah, his ass is out of there, bruh. His ass is out of there. Like this, you know, I mean, unless 17, 18, 20 people is lying. And in these situations, let's break this down a little bit, right? I'm gonna pause the video. I want to do a little breakdown, right? Because in the news lately, we've been seeing a lot about different celebrities going down to, different crimes that, of the sexual nature. And in those instances, there's a lot of clout chasing, a lot of trying to money grab. There's a lot of, falsehoods. So, there might probably are some truths in there as well. I don't want to discount any victims or anything like that's suffered at the hands of some predator or something like that. But this situation really doesn't strike me as that type of situation because, hey, this dude ain't no celebrity. He in the Navy. And so to me, like, I mean, unless, he got a fat check and a pension, you know what I'm saying, that's out of this world, I don't think 17 to 20 people is going to lie on you. Even with celebrity, like I say, if 20 people say something about you, bruh, 5 or 6 of them are telling the truth. Like, you know what I'm saying? 5 or 6 of the I'll give you, most of it might be lie, but 5 or 6, 7 of the motherfuckers telling the truth, bruh. And so, that's just kind of how I look at these situations, man, when it's multiple upon multiple accusers and things like that, bro. It's like, okay, yeah, you might be able to bat down this or that, but, bruh, if motherfuckers say the same shit about you, if people continuously say the same thing about you, you kind of look in the mirror, bruh, and take heed of what they talking about because it's probably true. I'm just being honest, man. And now, is it true in every situation? Nah. Is there some money hungry ass, thirsty ass females out there that'll take from you just to add to what they doing? Most definitely, bruh. But I just play the numbers game, man. And you start talking about 10 plus people saying something about you, it definitely warrants further investigation for sure, in my opinion. You feel me? Get the likes up, man. It's the remix with Cali J. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Tap in with me on all the platforms. I'm out there. I'm everywhere, man. Let's go.
Navy Chief Petty Officer Matthew DeAngelo was arraigned on several counts of sexual assault on a child 10 or younger and child cruelty, according to court documents. The 39-year-old man pled not guilty to the charges. This is footage shot by a neighbor of DeAngelo's military condo being raided and computer servers being confiscated.
Now they're wanting to do something, and it's so sad that it's took all this time, but I am just hoping that now that all these women are ready to stand, that it's happening.
Neighbor Destiny Smith first spoke to the media watching the raid, and then alleged victims started reaching out, including a woman who says she was Matthew DeAngelo's second wife, who showed us pictures of their early relationship. We spoke with Megan Boggs, now living on the other side of the country, who tells me she barely escaped her marriage.
The man.
You know what? Before he said that, I was just about to say, now the bruh going down. Everybody coming out the motherfucking woodworks. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some clout and shit. But if the story that she's telling is about to tell, and I haven't watched this whole video, so I don't even know. But if the story that she's about to tell is about her having to escape a bad relationship, you can put the nail in broke coffin. It's a wrap. It's a wrap because all that shit leads to a pattern of behavior. You know what I'm saying? And once that's established in a court of law, your ass is grass, bro.
That I know is sexually deviant.
Boggs tells me she tried to bring to light DeAngelo's
ex-wife called him a sexual deviant. Damn. That means she wasn't with nothing that you was trying to do in the bedroom, bruh. And that's very that lets you know right there. That's a standout sign right there that you're doing some out of control shit in the bedroom. Because again, my experience in this lifetime, you know what I'm saying? My experience out here on these streets, man. Women these days are very experimental, man. And so, it's the limits and boundaries. Yesterday's limits and boundaries are not today's limits and boundaries. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? So, and ladies, if you want to put in the comments some of your limits and boundaries, most definitely feel free to do so. You know what I'm saying? Hey, equal opportunity, everything over here. You feel me? But yeah. So if your ex-wife is saying that you a sexual deviant and she really wasn't with what you had going on in the bedroom, that definitely hits hard. Like, that hits hard right there. That leaves a mark. You know what I'm saying? That leaves a mark right there. Get the lights up.
Abused to multiple agencies, but they wouldn't listen. Megan now says she has survivor's guilt for not being able to stop him.
I'm going to stand up for every victim. I hear you. When you're messaging me, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You are heard. You are seen. You are validated.
Now, D'Angelo is expected to be back in court on January 22nd. He is being held without bail. That's the very latest from downtown. I'm Jamie Chambers. Andrew and Maria, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, so he being held without bail, man. So that basically, yeah, he out of there, bro out of there. You know what I'm saying? Bro out of there too. If more victims are coming out, his wife saying he was a sexual deviant. This is they just caught your ass up, bro. You know what I mean? So, you know, we'll check in more with that story, man, and see where that goes. But I mean, my experience in life and my education kind of tells me that his ass is out of there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Put in the comments. Let me know if y'all think he got a shot. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all think he got a shot to beat this case, or if y'all got any more information on this that I don't know about. But it looked like bro might be out of there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna shift gears a little bit, man. I'm gonna keep y'all for a little bit longer, man. I'm finna go get to some of this NCAA or some of this 2K or something, man. But I got like one more story I guess I want to cover, man. We finna dig a little bit into some politics, man. I told y'all when I started this channel, you know, I'm gonna talk a fair amount of politics, because I think that people are not as informed as, you know, as they should be on a lot of these issues. And I think that, you know, good information leads to good decision making, man. That's just one thing I stand by. And so, you know, there's a lot of spin, there's a lot of, you know, smoke and mirrors, shucking and jiving. There's a lot of bullshit going on, for lack of a better word, out here on the information space, man. And so, you know, one of the reasons I decided to launch this platform is just for that reason, is to try to bring good information to the forefront. And if you think I'm full of shit, put it in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? And we can go back and forth. You know, I'm about facts. You know, I like bringing facts to the table, man. I'm not gonna just, you know, cover things that are, you know, not of some type of substance. I mean, we're going to have fun. We're going to shoot a lot of shit. We're going to debate. I got a lot of things planned for this platform. But one of the things that is always going to reign true, man, is I'm going to bring y'all some good factual information, man, and get y'all some good stuff to digest. And so I think we found some stuff here that'll make you say, you know what I'm saying? Make you wonder what the fuck is going on around here. You know what I mean? And the first kind of story that I want to look at here is happened in Minnesota. I believe this was I think this was yesterday that this took place. ICE agent shoves man obstructing a vehicle into the middle of the road in Minneapolis, Minnesota, man. So let's check in with this and see what's going on with this video. ICE, y'all motherfuckers is out of control, bro. I'm just gonna call it what it is, bro. You know, we're gonna talk politics in a minute, man. I want to show y'all this video, and y'all check it with me. It's the remix with Cali Dre, man. Let's go. Whoa, as you can see, the ICE agent out of nowhere comes around the car and just shoves this dude in the middle of the street. I think he called him a fucking Nazi is what I heard in the background. Y'all let me know in the comments. That's what it sounded like he said to me. So the guy's recording the ICE agent, and the ICE agent just pushes him in the middle of traffic. And this is the side angle right here. ICE agent shoves man obstructing vehicle into the middle of the road. So it looks like this guy was stopping this vehicle from moving, and the ICE agent felt it upon himself to push this guy to the ground. So, yeah, there's that. There's that. You know what I mean? We've been seeing ICE do a lot of crazy stuff out here,
Donald
man.
Trump really
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this Trump shit.
Story that if he pretended it had gone away,
So now we finna get into this Trump shit, because Trump is definitely sending the ICE agents out to do all this goofy shit we see him doing. We had a story out here in Los Angeles where a man was shot by an off-duty ICE agent. We had the story where in Minneapolis where the young lady was shot and killed by ICE. And there's been tons of other stories as well, man. I've covered some of them, and some of them, have not been covered as much. But Donald Trump is causing a lot of chaos in this country, man, and abroad as well. And so I believe there's going to be some depositions going on about these Epstein files. Trump, he can't escape these motherfucking Epstein files. You kick up all the dust and the dirt and all the bullshit you want to. These Epstein files going to be here when you get back, Playboy. You know what I'm saying? And so let's tap in, man, with the latest on what's going on with the whole Epstein situation. It says Trump Epstein cover up blow up by Clinton bombshell. Let's go.
Pam Bondi defied the rule of law that everyone would just forget. He could distract us with shiny objects or Greenland or something else, but that is not the case today. And it is largely because of what Bill Clinton, of all people, just did. And we are going to get into it. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave.
Let's go, man. So Bill Clinton took a big stand and basically kind of played some chess today. You know what I'm saying? And it'll break down for you guys, but basically Bill Clinton refused to testify in a hearing that's like an Epstein hearing. And so by him doing that, they're going to actually have to, so the body that's doing the deposition, which is, I guess, the House, which is a Republican controlled House, they're doing the deposition, and Bill Clinton's refusal is causing them to have to issue a subpoena to get him to testify. And I believe Hillary too, but I'm for sure Bill. And Bill's refusal is forcing them to drop that subpoena. And so Bill Clinton, in his political savviness, right, he understood, just like I understood, that his refusal to testify at this hearing would force them to issue a subpoena. And so you're probably wondering, why is that a good thing, right? Well, because if they issue Bill Clinton a subpoena, guess who else they're going to have to subpoena? If you subpoena one former president regarding this Epstein case, right, and his name is mildly mentioned in there, you know what I mean? I didn't see anything nefarious that was associated with Bill Clinton. If I missed it, let me know. Put it in the comments, man. But I mean, he was in some pictures with Epstein. I'm sure that they knew each other. There's a history there. But as far as him being detailed in these Epstein reports, I mean, I've seen him mildly mentioned. So, but if they issue a subpoena to Bill Clinton, then they're also going to have to issue a subpoena to Donald Trump's longtime friend, to Epstein's longtime friend, Donald Trump. And so let's dive into this a little bit more, and he's going to kind of break this down to y'all. Let's go.
At a Ford plant, as well as Republicans in Congress. And I want to start with those Republicans in Congress and the latest updates from Ari Melber right here.
2026 has started with a lot of controversy for Donald Trump's presidency. He is facing accusations of breaking the law abroad and at home, and a big legal inquiry that has taken up most of our broadcast time with that terrible shooting in Minneapolis. Now, I want to turn to lawmakers dialing up pressure on DOJ under Trump for breaking a different law, which is another big story that he might prefer to go away. The DOJ is breaking the Epstein law that Trump signed, the Epstein Transparency Act. They have released a tiny portion of files when they faced the original deadline, which landed in December, exactly 1 month after the humiliating loss that Trump faced when his own party rebuffed him and required him to stop hiding documents and covering up for Epstein for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's a fact. There was a requirement by the judge for them to release all the Epstein files by a certain day about 2 weeks ago. And a couple of days after that deadline, 1 million more documents showed up that were, as they say, lost and now found. You know what I'm saying? And then, strangely enough, a few days after that, after the discovery of those 1 million Epstein files after the deadline, Trump decides to go and drop bombs in Venezuela and snatch up their motherfucking president and his wife. And so I don't believe in coincidences like that. But I do believe in distraction, and I do believe in you know, pushing somebody in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? And so I think that's what we have with this whole administration and with, you know, that whole party, in my opinion. But y'all know where I stand. You know what I'm saying? TikTok, MAGA warriors. Y'all know where the fuck I stand. Please feel free to hate on me, man. Y'all think I'm full of shit? Drop me them comments, man. Keep it coming, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Let's dive into this.
Reasons Trump and his policies had done. And now we see lawmakers in both parties saying that it is clear that Trump DOJ is breaking the law, and they're threatening criminal sanctions over that.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with
Hold up, bro. Man, don't even. How the fuck you gonna come and interrupt my whole show talking about some other shit about Riverside when we trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with this Trump and Epstein shit? This is the distractions and the bullshit that I'll be talking about, bro. Let's get back to the topic at hand, man. Trump, Epstein, cover up, all that shit. Let's go, man. It's the remix with Kelly Dre. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Like the show, comment, subscribe.
Like with contempt, you might refer that to the DOJ, and then the DOJ never prosecutes itself. And then the problem goes away at the end of the Congress because it's contempt because they're not in compliance with the congressional subpoena, which expires at the end of Congress. This law does not expire at the end of Congress. And so they've got a real problem. The contempt that the Congress refers, they could be in jeopardy of that even after this Congress expires.
Massey is speaking in sort of the legal process there, but the bottom line about
the bottom line is this: whether it's this Congress or the next Congress, your ass gonna have to answer to these Epstein files, Donald J. Trump.
The real problem he's mentioning is a reference to that soon enough, and mind you, he's a Republican, he's saying they could be out of office, and an ensuing administration could actually hold them in contempt, and people could get in trouble. Chuck Schumer says Congress wants that list of government officials that's required and asks what they're hiding. There's also the admission.
So, yeah, I'm wondering kind of what's being hidden as well. Again, I just gave y'all the timeline, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a deadline about 2 weeks ago on a Friday that said all the Epstein files had to be released. That was from a federal court judge. And about 2 days after that, late night, a report comes out that there was 1 million more outstanding documents after that deadline that the administration, I guess, just stumbled upon. Okay. All right, cool. But a week after that interesting discovery, Trump go bomb Argentina. And so, again, I don't believe in coincidences. I do believe in distraction. I do believe in, misinformation. I do believe in leading people astray. And I think that's a large part of the game that's being played in Washington today. Get the likes up.
The DOJ that there's 2 million Epstein documents still under review.
Oh, wait, did I say 1 million? Did I say 1 million? Oh, shit. Nah, it turns out it's 2 million. Get the likes up, man. You can't make this shit up, bro. Only in America, bro. I'm on my Don King shit. Only in America, bro. Only in America.
With 12,000 documents that reach up to over 100,000 pages released, that would actually mean they've only done 1% of the files that they say exist. Lawmakers turning to external pressure. A bipartisan group wants an audit of this process. Democratic senators also trying to put the heat specifically on Trump's chief of staff, seeking more information because she claimed in a recent interview that she's looked over these files that Trump has named but isn't doing anything awful. Trump's DOJ has said this review could take weeks more. This is after they've had...
Actually, I'm going to let him say it. I was going to actually give y'all the answer to that riddle, right? But he's going to answer it for you. Just listen to this reporter right here.
Said this review could take weeks more. This is after they've had 6 weeks, give or take, and claimed they'd done a review and claimed they had 200 lawyers working on this.
6 weeks, 200 lawyers, and they can't get to the bottom of this shit. Okay.
Any normal law firm dealing with this type of investigation and request would have completed it by now. So what are they hiding?
Any law firm worth its salt in the legal world would have completed this task already. It's kind of what I heard, man. So basically, Trump administration stalling, dragging their feet on releasing these Epstein files, leading everybody to wonder what the hell they covering up, man. This is another part of this video I wanted to tap in with, and then we finna get out of here, man. There is, what is this right here? Oh, okay. So let's get into this Bill Clinton piece a little bit. So I want to get into this Bill Clinton piece a little bit so you guys can kind of see how that thread comes together. This is the remix with Kelly Dre. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe on all the platforms, man. Tap in with me, and I'm going to tap in with you. You feel me? Let's go.
Desperately to shift our attention. But what Bill Clinton just did today, the bombshell he dropped on Donald Trump, is going to shift more focus to Epstein. Clinton fails to show for Epstein deposition, threatened with contempt of Congress. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer threatened Tuesday to hold Bill Clinton in contempt of Congress after the former president declined to appear before the panel for a closed-door deposition related to its investigation of the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. I think it's very disappointing, Comer told reporters Tuesday. We will move next week in the House Oversight Committee to hold the former president accountable and hold him in contempt of Congress. Clinton and his wife, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, were among 10 individuals the panel voted in July to subpoena for testimony related to crimes committed by Epstein and his former girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell. Hillary Clinton is scheduled to testify Wednesday, but does not plan to appear. Now, this is bad news for Donald Trump for several reasons.
Okay, so Hillary is going to testify. You know what I'm saying? Hillary is going to testify, but she's not going to appear. Okay, that's a good clarification right there. Let's go.
The first being any attention on Epstein, no matter if Trump is trying to direct it at Bill Clinton, is bad attention. Donald Trump doesn't want us talking about this. It also shows that James Comer has had the ability to call people into Congress and hasn't, that they haven't wanted Ghislaine Maxwell to testify, that they haven't wanted other Epstein associates.
Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's talk about Ghislaine Maxwell for a second, man. Ghislaine Maxwell knows all the secrets. She knows all the dirt. She knows all the filthy laundry. And the last report that I remember seeing about Ghislaine Maxwell, she was being transferred from a maximum security-ish type of institution to a Club Mickey Mouse minimum-ish security type of institution. And in that minimum security institution, she got a lot more perks. A lot more perks that other prisoners were not getting at all. And so, and that call was made by the current administration. That move was made by the Trump administration. And so you got to ask yourself why, man. And that's why I just try to, bring to light how I look at these situations and how I view some of the pure just audacity of what's going on in today's politics, man. And how, they think, honest to God, man, I'm going to be real with y'all right now. These politicians, they think y'all stupid. They think y'all stupid, bro. And they think that you don't have enough time to figure out what they're up to. And you're not, consumed with that, right? You're consumed with your phone. Everybody's looking at their phone. Everybody's in a rush. Everybody's got somewhere to go. Politics only becomes important right before the election. And that's actually a terrible way for us as people to run our civic government, because if we only paying attention at the last minute, they could have ran all kind of plays on us up to that point. But that being said, man, I'm always going to push for involvement in the social process, because I just think, that's what this whole country was founded on. And I'm a big believer in representative government, man. I'm a big believer in it. Shit, whoever get the most votes, that's where we going. Shit, I'm with that. You know what I mean? What I'm not with is some dictator, fascist type motherfucker trying to put his boot on my neck or my people's neck, telling us where we can and can't go and what we can and can't do, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, like, that's the direction that I see this country heading in, more of a fascist authoritarian style of government, right? You can see some of the moves that this administration makes. They're very unilateral, right? There's no involvement with Congress. I think Congress had to come together and force this administration to consult with it on its next Venezuela moves. And there can't be any more moves made in Venezuela without consulting the Congress. So there's been a lot of unilateral moves that have been made, sending these ICE agents out here in the street. And now that may have, turned out to be a catalyst in a bigger movement, right? Because a lot of people are turned up by this shooting of the ICE that would involve the ICE agent of Miss Good. You know what I'm saying? And so, you just got to ask yourself these questions, man, and just try to really think about this stuff, man. Everything that's really big starts from something that's really small. That's what I tell people when they get frustrated with politics and all this shit. Everything that's real big, man, starts from something real small. If you want to know what's going on with these politicians, follow the money all day long. Follow the money. Follow what's in their agenda and what's on their agenda. Where are the funds and the resources that they have, or that they have access to, that they have authority over? Where are they directing those resources, and where are they directing those funds? And that'll tell you where their priorities is right there. That'll tell you what type of motherfucker they is right there. And so that's how I gauge my politicians, right? It's not so much the star and the celebrity and the, hey, that person is I'd have a beer with them, like they always say. Nah, bro, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I mean, I have a beer with a lot of people but I don't mean I want them to be my president. You know what I'm saying? Where is your agenda headed? Who is your agenda helping? Is it helping middle class people? Is it helping lower tier individuals get into the middle class? Is it helping middle class people get into the higher tiers? Or is it, top down, trickle down, hope that if I give these billionaires and multi-millionaires even more capital, then they'll just sprinkle some down on us and it'll rain on our foreheads, right? That's what trickle down economics is to me, right? It's like you're just sitting there with your head up and you're just waiting on something to trickle down on your forehead. There's a lot of different places I could go with that, right? But I think y'all get what I'm trying to say, man. Don't shit trickle down like that. That's good for you, right? And I shouldn't have to wait for something to trickle down to me, right? I know my value in this country, man. I know what I bring to the table, being an American citizen, and as an American citizen with tremendous value in this country, I deserve more than that. And so again, man, we just got to look at things from kind of a logical perspective in a lot of these political cases, man. All these dudes give you good speeches and good bumper stickers, but where's the money in your agenda going? That's what matters most to me. Where is the money and the time being spent in your agenda? Where's that going? And so, let's check in with a little bit more of this video, man. Check out what my man, the young Mick Jagger, talking about here. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
To testify, James Comer was actually, in fact, asked Donald Trump wanted to testify. In this clip right here, I want to take a look before, of course, we get into the rest of these reasons.
Unanimously by the committee in a bipartisan manner, we will move next week in the House Oversight Committee markup to hold former President Clinton in contempt of Congress. With that, be happy.
So you hear the cheers, right? You hear all the cheers. We're going to hold President Clinton in contempt of Congress. This guy in the back, he's cheering his ass off, right?
Partisan manner, we will move next week in the House Oversight Committee markup to hold former President Clinton in contempt of Congress. With that, be happy to answer any
Now, let's get to the question and answer part of this whole charade.
questions real quick. Mr. Chairman, anybody on the committee?
Will I bring Donald Trump in for an interview?
Well,
In this investigation?
President Trump has answered thousands of questions.
Okay, so what the reporter asked him was, are you going to bring up President Trump up here to testify to this committee?
Well,
In this investigation?
President Trump has answered thousands of questions about Jeffrey Epstein. In fact, I would say today, you all ask him questions every day. He answers questions every day.
Okay, so let's stop the video right here, right? Because, and maybe I'm tripping, right? Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm full of shit. You know what I'm saying? But what I hear and what I see is that when it comes to President Clinton, the Oversight Committee has no problem. The Republican Oversight Committee has no problem calling Bill Clinton up to testify about his dealings with Jeffrey Epstein. But when the reporter asks, are you guys going to call Donald Trump up as well? You get a whole bunch of shucking and jiving and tap dancing and moonwalking and backtracking and backsliding and a whole bunch of bullshit, bruh. I mean, that's just what I see. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. But we're going to run this video back and we're going to hear what he said again. I mean, because to me, it's clear as day. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Let me know in the comments if I'm tripping. Get the likes up.
Well,
In this investigation?
President Trump has answered thousands of questions about Jeffrey Epstein. In fact, I would say today, you all ask him questions every day. He answers questions every day about Epstein. You can't bring in a current president of the United States, and you all know that.
Okay, so that's an answer that I'll live with. You may not be able to bring in a current president of the United States to Congress to testify. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that. But what you can do is get a closed door deposition. And I think that's exactly what they were asking Bill Clinton to do, was to come in and do a deposition. And so I believe in Trump's first administration, while the Mueller report was going on, they wanted, I distinctly remember that Robert Mueller wanted to get Donald Trump on the record in some capacity, and they were offering him to do a deposition. I think they did want him to come and testify to Congress. So I don't know if there's any rule to that. Let me know in the comments if y'all know. That's actually a good question. I don't believe there's any rule against a current sitting president coming to testify to Congress. It's more of a power struggle, right? The president probably ain't going to release his optics power, you know what I mean, in the eyes of the people to go testify to Congress. Like, I mean, no president would probably do that, but a deposition is most definitely in the cards. You know what I mean? I've remember again, you know, when the Mueller report was being crafted, they wanted to get Donald Trump on the record in that instance about Russia and his ties to Russia. And so you got to listen to the words, man. You know what I mean? Wordplay is everything, man. And how people say things, the words that they use connotate different meanings, man. You know what I'm saying? You could say the same sentence two different ways and have two different meanings to that shit. And so I'm always very cautious about wordplay. You know what I mean? I love writing. I'm an avid writer. I wrote a lot of essays, you know, papers, rap songs, lyrics. I write all kind of shit that people wouldn't even believe. But wordplay is everything, man. You can use words, you know, as a sword in a lot of cases, man. You know what I mean? The pen is much mightier than the sword, as they say. And so, you know, that's very true. And that's why I always am very keen on the words that people use to describe certain situations. You know what I'm saying? And that's what lets me know if it's spin or if it's real. You feel me? But we're going to check in with a little bit more of this because I want to get to the end of this where there's another part of this video where I want to show y'all, and then we're going to get the hell out of here, man. I'm getting hungry. And I'm about to go jump on this Xbox, man. Let me know if y'all be on that Xbox too, man. Tell y'all motherfucking ass up on this NCAA. You know what I'm saying? We get on that motherfucking that 2K. You know what I mean? I'll be on all that shit. I'll be on that poker too. That prominence poker. That's my shit, man. Let me know. Let me know if y'all playing poker in this motherfucker, man. Get the likes up.
President Trump has answered thousands of questions about Epstein. I bet today, at some point, some of you all will ask President Trump questions about Epstein. He answers those questions. To my knowledge, former President Clinton has never answered questions about Epstein. And we just had questions because, again, I think anyone would admit they spent a lot of time together while Bill Clinton was president and post-presidency.
So, yeah, James, why can't Donald Trump testify? Why won't you have him testify? This is immediately blown up in Donald Trump's face, again, because of that attention, again, because it shows that Comer doesn't care. But also, Donald Trump wants you to believe that the Epstein files are a series of photos of people accidentally bumping into dinner with Jeffrey Epstein, right? That is what Donald Trump has tried to say, that these are one-off incidents, that they don't even amount to anything. So saying that you need to haul Bill Clinton in before Congress and ask him a series of questions about his relationship to Epstein, Secretary Clinton's relationship with Epstein, a whole number of things, doesn't that make it seem like there's more to unpack here? Shouldn't that mean we need more transparency? Shouldn't that lead you to believe that there's more to be uncovered? And that
you would think so. You know what I mean? Listen, you would think so. As hard as Donald Trump has been fighting to not release these Epstein files and to delay and stall, you would think that there's something to be covered up in this shit, man. But again, you know, I'm not in the White House, right? I can only give you guys the independent reporting that comes out to the street. So don't listen to me. Listen to Mick fucking Jagger right here, man. You know what I'm saying? He's going to give you the real.
That's what Donald Trump doesn't want. But that is what he is getting right now as Republicans, once again, accidentally this time, have screwed him. But it seems like Donald Trump is being screwed everywhere you look because he's suffering a couple of losses, and Rachel Maddow broke it down right here.
Here we go. So this is the last section of this video, and I think this is actually the most, important section of this video. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with me this long, man. Hey, salute to y'all. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, tap in with me, and I'm gonna tap in with you, man. Let's hear about what's going on with the Trump administration in court.
All right, today, amid just the blitz of headlines on what has been a gigantic news day following a gigantic news week, you might not have noticed the news today. You might not have seen the headline today that today a federal court blocked the Trump administration from cutting energy funding just for blue states. This is billion.
What? Wait, hold up, bruh. Oh, hell no. Hey, hold on. I know she didn't just say what the hell I thought she just said. For those that don't know, I am in a blue state. I am in a blue state. And so they trying to do what? All right.
A gigantic news week. You might not have noticed the news today. You might not have seen the headline today that today a federal court blocked the Trump administration from cutting energy funding just for blue states.
That's what I thought you said, Rachel. How in the hell the Trump administration gonna try to cut energy to the blue states? Yo, if you're a Trump supporter in there and you support that shit, which I know y'all do, hit me in the comments, man. Let's talk about it. Trump, you on some bullshit. And I'm going to go ahead and say it, bro. You on some bullshit. Y'all try to cut energy to the blue, man. Man, I'm about to tear some shit up in here, bro.
You might not have noticed the news today. You might not have seen the headline today that today a federal court blocked the Trump administration from cutting energy funding just for blue states. This is billions of dollars Congress appropriated for clean energy projects.
So it says Energy Department canceled $7.5 billion for hundreds of projects, mostly in blue states. That's the New York Times report. We got Trump administration admits to targeting blue states for energy grant cuts. That's the Washington Post. So when I tell you guys I'm about facts and I'm about factual information, and I'm about bringing, the real to the forefront, I'm going to always tell y'all where I get my information. I'm always show y'all. I'm going to give y'all the source, the site, the website, so you can go look it up for yourself. And let me know if I'm full of shit. If I'm full of shit in the comments, put it in the motherfucking comments, bro. Please feel free to hate on me. I'm here all day long. But what I am not going to do is ignore obvious attempts to try and harm my fellow Americans, man. Let's go.
Various kinds all over the country. Trump administration decided, and they admitted this, they decided that just in blue states, just in states that didn't vote for Trump, they would cut all of that funding. They'd leave.
New York Times, Trump cuts to energy projects in blue states where unlawful judge rules. So they took this shit to court. And it reminds me of during the shutdown. I don't know if how many of y'all remember this, but during the shutdown, the Trump administration was on the Supreme Court arguing that they shouldn't have to give the SNAP benefits to the needy families and the poor families that were qualified. And so again, what is your agenda about? Who is your agenda serving? That's what lets me know what type of motherfucker you is. That's what let me know if I could rock with you or not. That's what lets me know if I can support you or not. That's what lets me know if your ass is gonna wind up on the remix with Kelly Dre with me kicking and stomping and putting a mud hole all in your motherfucking ass or not. Straight up. Just keep it real with me, man. Keep it real with the people, man. You know what I mean? And that's what we have not been getting from this administration, man. And so I gotta bring y'all the real. Tap in with me. I got y'all, man. We're gonna get through this shit. Let's go.
Leave the funding in place in states that voted for Trump. They would cut it in states that didn't vote for Trump. A federal court today ruled that that is illegal and stopped the Trump administration from doing that. That ruling today came after another federal court today stopped Trump from shutting down a big offshore wind farm in Rhode Island and Connecticut. Trump's shutdown of that project, according to the courts today, was also illegal. And so yet another federal court blocked Trump on that as well, so that work on the wind farm will be able to go ahead. Both of those rulings today follow last night, yet another federal court blocking Trump, this time from cutting funding to the American Academy of Pediatrics. This is a doctors group, a pediatricians group that criticized the flock of ducks level insane quackery at Trump's Department of Health and Human Services under RFK Jr. Trump responded by canceling federal grants for the American Academy of Pediatrics. A judge has now ruled that that was illegal retaliation. And so Trump is blocked from doing that. That funding has to be reinstated. That ruling comes after another federal judge just blocked Trump from cutting off federal election funds to states in retaliation for them not changing their election rules.
So it looks like the federal court is standing up for its authority. Y'all got to remember, we are in a system of checks and balances. This is what it's supposed. When I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to you guys in terms of what it should be, what it's supposed to be, what the Constitution says that it is, what the history books says we should be doing. And that ain't always how the shit play out in real time in actuality, right? And so it's important to when that doesn't line up, when it's not lining up with the Constitution, it's important to call that out. And so that's what these judges are doing. And we have a system of checks and balances, right? Each branch of government is supposed to be a check and a balance on the other one. And it's in the current political climate, we have a Republican House, a Republican Senate, a Republican Supreme Court, and a Republican executive branch. And so the normal checks and balances that would occur just aren't occurring because Donald Trump and the Trump administration has in many cases bullied their agenda through. But it looks like the courts are seeing through some of this stuff, and it looks like they're swatting some of this stuff down and kicking some of this stuff out of court. And so let's check in with a little bit more of this.
Trump is blocked from doing that, that funding has to be reinstated. That ruling comes after another federal judge just blocked Trump from cutting off federal election funds to states in retaliation for them not changing their election rules in ways that Trump wants. The judge said, quote, "The Constitution assigns no authority to the president over federal election administration." And so Trump got blocked on that one, too. Shall I keep going? I could keep going. Another federal court just blocked Trump from freezing billions of dollars for child care and social services for kids, again, in Democratic-run states, as some kind of punishment against those states for electing Democrats, punishing them for that by cutting off the Temporary Assistance to Needy Families program. Because, what would Jesus do? Trump.
Yeah. I mean, as you guys can see, man, this administration has tried to take illegal action after illegal action after illegal action. I mean, Rachel just pointed out 4 or 5 of them right here. And the courts are saying, no, these are illegal actions. You cannot do this. And so, again, that leads me to believe, why would you think that you could do that in the first place? Right? Like, who on your legal team is telling you that it's okay for you to do this in the first place? Are you even listening to your legal team? Are you listening to anybody? So these are the questions that I have for this current administration, man. And I may never get an answer to that. I can actually see the answer through all of this reporting. But I don't even know what to say about half this shit, bro. It be on my heart and it be on my mind to be like, ask these questions, man, and ask these questions to the people. Maybe somebody can give me an answer. Hey, you a MAGA Trump supporter? Give me some answers, man. Hop in the chat, hop in the comments, hit me on the gram, hit me on YouTube, hit me on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I'm everywhere, man. Let me know. Let me know what the fuck going on. That TikTok MAGA mob, you know what I'm saying? When y'all watch this video, when I drop these clips, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what's going on, because I don't understand what's going on. I don't get it. You know what I mean? I don't get it.
Was also just blocked from doing that by yet another federal court. It's almost like he is losing all the time and everywhere now. There may still be people in America who are shocked that Trump keeps breaking the law over and over again, blatantly and insistently. The courts no longer appear to be shocked by that. And the courts now are just telling him no, very bluntly, every single day, and often multiple times a day. And it's not even just the courts. As I know you are aware, last week in one 48-hour stretch, we had a Senate vote for a war powers resolution to block Trump from any further military adventurism in Venezuela.
Most definitely, man. The Trump administration is definitely suffering some losses in court here recently, and also in the Congress, man, because I think Bernie Sanders was one of the first people I heard championing this War Powers Act that would curb Trump and his administration's desires to do anything further in Venezuela without consulting Congress. And so this is another incidents where, some of the MAGA Republican Trump supporters have crossed party lines and voted with the Democratic administration, the Democrats in Congress, I guess I should say, and they have curbed Trump's power to exercise any further action in Venezuela.
5 Republican senators crossed over to side with Democrats to pass that war powers resolution. It was enough to advance that. It's going to get another vote in the Senate this week. That came right on the heels of 17 Republicans in the House breaking ranks with Trump and siding with Democrats on the Affordable Care Act to try to at least temporarily undo the disastrous decision Trump and Republicans made in their so-called big, beautiful bill.
The man cannot stop losing. He cannot.
So, yeah, man, as you can see, it's been a very, very interesting week for the Trump administration, man. And it didn't stop there, actually. It really didn't stop there, man. He's got a bunch of losses in court. There's been a ton of uprising in the country, and even the Congress has decided to cross party lines on Venezuela and on the ACA, on healthcare. And so, for a president that projects, that he's the smartest guy in the room and he's the strongest guy in the room, his foundation is cracking a little bit. And so, there is a video that dropped today of Donald Trump, and he was in, I want to say, Detroit, Michigan today. And let's take a look at this last video, man. Then I'm going to let y'all get out of here. I'm going to get out of here my damn self. You feel me? I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. It's the remix with Kelly Drake. I'm going to be at y'all a whole bunch with this politics and also with a bunch of other dope content. But let's take a look at Donald Trump today and his actions as he was greeted by some protesters in Detroit, Michigan, which is, the home of our American manufacturing. Let's take a look at this video. So this is Donald Trump up here, and there's protesters down here. So as you can see, Donald Trump is walking up the top. One of the protesters calls him a pedophile, and Donald Trump ends up flipping the guy off. So I don't know. Oh, here we go. Let me rewind the video. As you can see, the president flips the bird at the protester. It's unbelievable, man. Unfucking believable, bro. So you ask yourself, why would he do that? I don't have any fucking clue. You know what I mean? The protester basically called him a pedophile protector. I think that's what he called him. I think he said he's a pedophile protector. Here, let's check in with this video and see what this guy's talking about. Get the likes up, get the comments up. It's the remix with Kelly Drake, man. I'm gonna get y'all out of here.
Trump shouted "you" to a heckler who called him a PDF file protector and then gave him the finger. Where's the finger?
Oh, there's the finger.
There's two types of people in this world. People who love this and people who hate it. Trump shouted.
Which type of people are you? Put in the comments, man. Do you love Trump flipping off protesters, calling them a pedo protector? Is that something? I mean, put in the comments. What side are y'all on this issue, man? Are y'all think Trump did this? Is he protecting the pedos, or do we got it all wrong?
Trump shouted "you" to a heckler who called him a PDF file protector and then gave him the finger. Where's the finger? There's two types.
Yeah. That's your president, man. You know what I'm saying? That's your president flipping off protesters in Detroit, manufacturing capital of America, as far as car manufacturing goes. I guess I should say the auto industry goes, and Trump flipping them off. So, I mean, we at an interesting point, people. You know what I'm saying? We at an interesting point, and y'all, it's up to y'all, man. Y'all gonna decide where we go with this shit, man. If this continues, if these actions and these antics and all this shit continue, y'all gonna be the reason they continue, and if it stop, y'all gonna be the reason it stop. But something got to be done, bro. Because I mean, good prices ain't getting no lower. You know what I'm saying? My paychecks ain't getting no higher. Like, what the, you know what I'm saying? All this shit going on, prices ain't getting no lower, and the checks ain't getting no bigger. So, That's why my ass on here right now. Get the likes up for your boy. Matter of fact, hit that Cash App for your boy. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the end of the show I got for y'all, man. I definitely appreciate y'all rocking with me. And I'm going to end the show the same way I began the show. And the same way I'm going to probably end and begin and end, whatever fucking order it going. You know what I'm saying? Each of the shows until I can get my motherfucking intro together. You know what I mean? But it's all good because I think that this is a sign that I need to be versatile. You know what I'm saying? And I have no problem with that. So without further ado, you know what I mean? I'm gonna end the show same way I started this motherfucker, man. OG, Vietnam veteran, puts ICE agent to shame. You know what I'm saying? The views and comments of OG represent me. I'll holla at y'all. Peace.
Bunch of bitches.
Right here.
You heard it from me.
White supremacists.
That's right.
Brown people.
I hope you can see through those thick-ass glasses that you fucked up. You stand there and sanction this bullshit, and they kill a woman. They're ruining businesses that have been here for generations. They're fucking up this community. You can go home safe, but no, you're here to terrorize this city. A bunch of bitches if I've ever seen a bunch. And I'm telling you to your face, and if you don't like it,
Donald Trump really thought